Hello, today's session I'm calling head to toe. We're going to work from your head all the way down to your toes. It's as easy or as difficult as you want to make it, so you choose what stage you're going to go to in this one. So you're going to start by standing up. Just bring your feet together, just be up for a moment in Tadasana. So be aware of the soles of your feet. Stretch your arms down, fingers to the floor, chest is lifted. Weight into your heels to engage the legs, head level, eyes level. Just close your eyes for a minute. Squeeze the legs towards each other so they're one leg to help with the stability, and feel how the body moves from one side to the other when we shut our eyes. And breathe. And then opening the eyes. Step your feet apart, hip distance apart. So start with the head, so where I lose the glasses, and then fold from the waist, so tuck your chin to your chest, soften the knees, just hang down. Let the arms flop down to the floor. Let the head release. So starting with the head, just nod, yes and no, yes and no. Easing out the neck and the head. Yes and no. Maybe take the head round in circles. Then the other way. Then tuck your chin onto your chest. Round your spine. Come all the way up. Oh, I forgot to tell you, for this session you're going to need a belt and a couple of books. So if you want to stop the video and grab those, and we'll move on. So first of all, I want you to shrug your shoulders. So raise the shoulders up to your ears, shrug them back. 1, 2, 3, and then go back the other way. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to take your belt, have it looped over your thumbs. So just wherever it comes to at the moment, just holding on to it. And then raise your arms up into the air. Now you're going to take your arms back. So this is too tight for me. It would mean I'd have to take one arm after the other. So keeping quite a firm grip on that belt. Start to make it wider as you take the arms back. And as soon as you can bring them all the way over, hold the belt tightly. And you're going to hold it there. So inhale brings the arms up. Exhale brings them forward. Inhale raises the arms up. Exhale takes them back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And then there's a point where the shoulders start to rotate. So see if you can play that line there. Ooh. So working your arms and your shoulders now. And then exhaling lower all the way to the back. Inhale brings them up. Exhale, lower forward. And then you can move the belt to the side. So what are we moving for now? We're moving down to the waistline. So you're going to interlace your fingers and point the index finger. Inhale raises the arms up. And then you're going to move from side to side. So side to side, keep the hips forward. So push your hips forward. Feel the waist stretching out, the side ribs. Side to side. Keep going. And come to the centre. Stretch up. Exhale, bring the arms down. So next one, you're going to still work the waist. Your arms have to be floppy in this one. And you're just going to flop the arms around. Just get them, they go by themselves and they sort of hit you as you go round. they're all nice and flippy. Just keep going. Moving the waist. And come to rest. And what you're going to do now is you're going to squat to get us down onto the floor. So I'm going to turn around sideways now. And this is where you're going to need your books in a minute. So I have those to the fore. So I'll bring mine a bit nearer. Show you where you're going to put them. So taking the feet hip distance apart, and you're going to bend the knees, come down, so you're squatting. So you're going to take your heels off the floor. So get to a squat, then you can take your hands behind you, and then you can lower your bottom down to the floor and shoot the legs out in front of you. Dandasana. So good Dandasana to start with. So lifting your chest, pressing your legs into the floor, toes towards you, heels away. So the whole of the backs of the legs working strongly. Then press down with your hands, lift your chest. And I know some of you know what's going to come. I'm going to now tell you to press down with your hands, lift your chest, lift your bottom off the floor and slide your legs back towards you. Working your abdomen now and lowering down. So the books, either side of your hips, hands are on the blocks, on your books, and then you might find it a little bit easier to press down to lift up and lift your bottom off the floor. So you can keep the blocks and the books there if you like, and you can do the same thing. Hands by the side of your hips, chest lifted, cross your legs. So you're going to bring your feet in as close to you as you can, and then press down with your hands and lift your bottom off the floor. There's no way my feet come off, but some people will. And lowering down. And then you're going to lie down on the floor. Nice straight line. And then bend your knees, feet flat on the floor. And then you're going to interlace your hands behind your head. Wrap your arms around so that your elbows are pointing to the ceiling. The head's nicely supported. And then you're going to inhale, exhale, press your lower back into the floor and tip the tailbone up towards the sky, tightening that muscle just above the pubic bone. Pull up in the perineum and breathe. And then you're going to release, so come back to a neutral spine. Do the same again, press the back into the floor. And as you exhale, you're going to raise your head up and look between your legs. And breathe. And release your head back towards the floor again. Right, so you can do that again if you like. Repeat. Those of you who'd like to take a little step further, you're going to do sit-ups, 3 of them. So stretch your legs out on the floor and take your arms over your head. So you can hold on to your thumbs or cross your thumbs if you want to. Now, I keep saying how important the legs are. Really important when you come to do sit-ups. So you're going to really work the legs, you're going to press your heels away from you, and you're going to press the backs of your legs into the floor. What you're trying to do is not let your feet come up. So you're going to do on a big inhale, you're going to sit up. On exhale, you can touch your toes. Ready to go? So inhale, sitting up, touch your toes, and come back to a sitting Dandasana pose, a foot position, and then tuck your chin onto your chest. Roll your spine down, you go all the way to the floor, take your arms over the head. Big inhale again, sitting up, touch your toes. On the exhale, inhale, sitting up, exhale, rolling down. Arms come over your head. Last time, inhale, sitting up, exhale to touch your toes, inhale, and you're sitting up. So you can feel how important those legs are. So we're going to now roll over onto your tummies and we'll work on the back body. So we're working the way down to your toes. Coming over. And the first one's going to be that wonderful Sphinx pose. So the elbows underneath your shoulders, fingers spread going forward. Keep your buttocks soft, your legs soft, your feet so they can relax. And then just lift your head. So the pressing down of your arms moves the shoulders away from your ears. You don't want them down here. You want to be up here. And just looking forward and being aware of the stretch in your back. And breathe. And then the next move is to we're going to keep the hands where they are and we're going to increase the stretch on your back. All I want you to do is then to press down with your hands, see if you can straighten your arms and feel the back. So you decide whether you can straighten your arms or not. And breathe again. And bring the forearms back down again. Choices again for you now. Your next choice, you can do exactly the same as we've just done, starting in Sphinx and then moving up and down. Or if you want to take it a stage further, then we're going to do bow pose, so you can hold on to your ankles. If I can find them today. Oh, getting cramp. Right, let's try and find them. That's better. Okay, so you need to push your heels towards the ceiling in this one. You can have your chin on the floor, and then when you're ready, a big inhale as you lift your head, lift your knees, push your shins away from you, bow pose. And lowering the legs down, lower your head down. All of you, whatever stage you're at with your back bends, one hand on top of the other, rest your forehead. And then rock your hips from side to side. So you're swinging your ankles over from side to side, which will spin your hips, and relax your back. And then you're going to roll over onto your back. And then from there, you're going to sit up. So you can do it with the arms over the head if you like, or you can take hold of the backs of your knees and then help you to sit up. And once we've done back bends, we need to do a forward bend. So just take your hands behind your knees and just coming forward. So a nice gentle stretch out of your lower back. Then you can just take your arms down towards your feet. And then inhale to sit up. That's my next one for you. Triangle Mukha. So again, you're going to need a block, maybe a belt today. So starting in Dandasana, you're going to bend your right leg back, being in the centre of the foot. The block goes under the left buttock. So that you're squaring those hips a little bit more. you're going to lasso the foot with your belt. And be just sitting upright, working that straight leg. And that might be all you want to do today. But if you want to take it any further, you're going to lift your chest, pull the abdomen back, and see if you can take hold of the foot. Keep looking forward, don't look down, look beyond your toes. And then inhale again, exhale, widen the elbows and bring the head down towards the straight leg. And breathe. Inhale, look forward, coming up, exhale, release the right leg, back to sitting in Dandasana, so getting the balance on the hips, and then you're going to take the block underneath the right buttock this time, and turn the left leg back, lost the belt, that's it. So then it's to lasso the foot. So if you're just to here, keep lifting your chest, keep pushing the leg, the back of the leg into the floor. And if you want to take it further, then you can nibble down the belt if you want to, or if you can catch your foot. So this foot stays upright, it mustn't roll. Inhale, look forward, look up. Exhale, takes the arms down and take your head to your leg. And breathe. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, releases the pose for you to sit up. And then you can stretch your legs out, you can remove the block. You're going to do Janushirasana now, which is where the leg goes out to the side. So again, if you like to use a block, you can do so. It's entirely up to you whether you find it beneficial to use a block or not. This one, we start in Dandasana, and you're going to take the right leg out to the side. So if you take your hand into the back of the right knee, and then draw it gently out, and then bring the foot to the inside of the left thigh. So at this point, you might, like me, need to make one or two minor adjustments to the buttocks. So we're looking to try and get this knee to the floor. So if you lay back, take your arms back, lay back, get that leg to relax down towards the floor. So if you've got your belt handy again, keep forgetting the belt. Start to sit back up again, so we're looking to have that foot on the leg onto the floor. Then you can lasso the left foot, and again you can just be sitting upright if you like. That might be where you're at. It might be your knees right up round your ears. So you decide what you want to, where you are at today. So sitting nice and upright, chest is lifted. And then again, if you want to take it a stage further, you can take your hands around your foot. Inhale to look up. Exhale, and you can bring the elbows, forearms to the floor, and take your head to your leg. Are you breathing? Inhale, look forward. Exhale, releases. And let's go again on the other side. Back to that Dandasana position. And then take the hand into the back of the left knee, draw the leg out to the side, and place the heel to the inside of the left thigh. Lean back if you need to get that leg to go down towards the floor. And then you start to walk forward with your hands to try and keep it there. Lassoing the right foot this time. Straight arms, straight leg, work the legs. Lift your chest. Then if you're going forward, you fold from the hips, so you're coming forward, you can nibble down the belt as far as you can, or you can grab hold of the foot. Inhale, lifting up, Lift your chest, draw the abdomen back. Exhale brings the arms towards the floor and your head to your leg. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, releases. So if you're practicing any pose other than when we're doing it together, think about 5 breaths in each part. And as you get more proficient in the poses or they become easier to you, then you'll find the breath is longer. I'm not going too slow today. We're just going through. What have I got for you next? Oh yes. So we've worked the legs in different ways. Now we're going to work the inside thighs. So the adductor muscles that open the legs out to the side. And again, you can sit on a block, a brick, whatever you like to do. Get the buttock flesh out of the way. So if I sit sideways and have a quick show you when you do need the block. When you come forward, you need to be able to rotate the hips in that direction. If when you come forward you find you're doing that and the lower back rounds, I find it quite difficult to do this, you can see you're never going to get forward. So a little lift underneath the lower back, and you can almost rock forward right onto the edge of your brick so that it then starts to lift the skin of the buttocks and helps that direction of the hips. So if it's useful to you, use a block. Well, right, wide stride. So I'm not going to get you to shuffle forward to make it wider, just make it comfortable at the moment. So just get used to that. Get used to the fact you've got to be right in the centre of the legs and feet pointing to the ceiling. And then if you want to see if you can take it any further, you take your hands behind you, fingertips to the floor, and then you just push forward with your hips and it widens your legs. Oh, you'll enjoy that one. And you can keep going at that, but I think today that'll be enough. And then, haven't got a block, we'll take the fingertips to the floor in front of you. So think, you've got to get that tip of the hips. They've got to tip. You're looking to get your chest down towards the floor. At the same time, keeping those feet upright. So start to move forward and feel the stretches on the inner legs. So keep walking forward with your hands. And then when you can't go any further, just breathe. Work your legs. And then sweep your arms out to the side and see where you can grab. If you grabbed your toes, your foot, ankles, calf muscles, wherever they've come to. And then look forward and breathe again. You can take your head down, let that relax now. Inhale, look forward. Bring your arms back in front of you. And then walk your hands back. Walk your hands back. Walk your hands back. And then gently bring your legs together. So then you're going to cross your ankles, roll over your knees till you're kneeling. So I did say head to toe, didn't I? So what you're going to do now is turn your toes under. So you might like to pick the foot up and really get those toes to turn under, and then put the knee back down. And then do the same on the other side. Really get onto those toes, dropping the knees. And then you're going to sit back on your heels. Now you can feel. So do you remember you see those pictures, those fantastic geishas? They go down like that, don't they? But it's quite tough on your feet, isn't it? So while we're worrying about our feet and how uncomfortable it is on our toes, I'd like you to take your arms out to the side. Inhale, raise the arms up, look up, stretch and try and sink more down onto those heels. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, up, look up, exhale down. Inhale, up, exhale down. Oh, take your fingers to the floor, release your toes. Oh, that feels nice now, doesn't it? And then keep your knees together, sit back on your heels in the other direction, so we're stretching out the tops of the feet now. And relax your head down towards the floor or your brick, whichever you're used to using. And then take the arms back today, so you're relaxing the shoulders, relaxing finally in child's pose. So make sure your feet are relaxed. Let go of your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your face. Feel the movement of your rib cage against your thighs. And on an inhale, press the knees together and sit yourself up. And bring your hands together in front of your chest. Namaste. Tomorrow the offering is going to be called Weekend Warrior. Something for you to look forward to tomorrow. See you tomorrow.